reality tests. I am walking nothing line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner. Check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning it here, yeah, we winning it here.
Yeah.
What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
Why are you shaking your head?
Because I was looking at the cover screen.
Oh, that's a producer. That's a good one. I like that. With his, got the shades on.
Every time I'm not here, y'all on nonsense. Like
I was listening. I was making sure I get the Cash App sent. So I was here.
Y'all gotta stop. And then they was on TikTok in the comments talking crazy. Then I gave Buddy the answer.
Definitely like the answer. Crazy.
He didn't like the answer.
I have folks that was like, what you mean top 10? Like he 3. He 2.
He's not.
Hey, bro.
We're not. And I think the problem is because they misinterpret and saying in the league, even though that's still not accurate. But I think it's because I don't think they understood. We said like of all time.
He's not even the best point guard of all time.
Oh, people was arguing that one too.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about anybody other than Magic? Like, why are we even having this conversation right now?
He's the best shooter of all time. That's it.
I'm not mad at that.
We finna get into it now.
We gonna get into it.
Y'all didn't
Hey, look, man, y'all already know what it is, man. 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports. I am Miles Austin. We got Sports Talk with C. We got your boy Wildress in the building, Mr. Teddy Farrell, and shout out to Jew_Chasing Dreams. I don't think he went silent, but I feel like he might have went silent. So we praying for you, man. Hope you somewhere yelling at somebody in the barbershop about basketball.
Get that work done so you can be defending me in like 5 or 6 years after I blow up Shway and I throw somebody through it.
I love it, man.
That's our attorney, guys, if you don't know. So he's studying, it's finals time. So send him all the good vibes, good luck, and all that.
You already know it, man. You already know. So look, I mean, we got a lot obviously that's going on. NBA Cup updates. We got the Liberties getting got a new head coach. We had a conversation around that. Obviously, we're gonna go to the classic Would You Rather. But then we had a very interesting question, right? It was me and C that was out here kicking it last week, and we had this conversation about the top 10. Like, we were talking about Curry, we were talking about what he did, we're talking about what he's done for the league right now. And the question came up, and I think this was C's fault. We go back and watch the tape. I'm pretty sure it's C's fault.
I take accountability.
And this is the thing: has he cracked the top 10? Right. So we're gonna get to that. Along with that, we actually have come with our top 10 players to see if Curry is going to be in there. We had some very interesting conversations pre-show and all week, and even on TikTok. So shout us out on the 494 podcast on social media. People were talking crazy in them comments. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it is what it is. It is you have your opinion for a reason. God bless you. Peace and love. I pray for you if you don't agree with the show, but it is what it is. Let's get to this just in the NBA right now. Well, tell me, what are you most excited about what you're seeing right now in the NBA? Is it something, obviously 76ers, you got your rookie is doing his thing right at this time. We're talking about and not to forget that CP3 just announced like this is it. This is the last rock out of nowhere, which is crazy. But tell me what you've most been excited about right now, Will.
I mean, I love the fact that of seeing like the fast pace of how everyone's playing. But 3 things to me stick out. Of course, the play of Tyrese Maxey, which I think is amazing. The emergence of the Detroit Pistons, which we're going to be talking about because what they're doing and what Cade Cunningham has done in that turnaround is amazing. Mm-hmm. And lastly, I love the fact that we don't know who the favorite is. Like you can automatically say OKC,
and that's what a lot of people are saying.
That's not a hill that nobody's willing to die on right now because everyone right now is competing. There's really no parity out there. Everybody, you got a bunch of teams playing great, and it's just all around great basketball right now. And for me, that's the most exciting when it's not so top heavy that most of the games are boring.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree that I agree the same way. Like when you're thinking, we just don't know whatsoever, right? Like I think that is amazing. I think obviously if NBA parody, people who are actually fans of basketball would say that. What about you, C? Tell me, what are you most about in your seeing that's happening right now in the NBA?
Not only great basketball, but I like the fact that this NBA Cup, that whoever's going to be in it, hopefully it's, Detroit and OKC. I just think that it's given us more of like competition on a different level. I still hate the flaws. I hate the courts. I wish they would never put them
It's a
on.
lot. It
It
is a
is a
lot.
lot.
It's a lot.
But I just like the fact that it's not the same names in this NBA Cup. We talked about it on last show, Miles, of us being big fans at the end of the season of Detroit Pistons, and for them to start off with injuries, they're full healthy now, and they are progressing in a way. I know, Will, you don't, but as far when it comes to the basketball, it's just great to see because we know he's a great coach. So I'm just excited all around because, like Will said, you don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of people say that OKC is going to go back to back, but I wouldn't say that just yet.
I was interested in Jokic saying the 12-4 is misleading. I don't think he used the word misleading, but he said 12-4 is like maybe it's not indicative of like I was like, what? Hold on a second.
He's not lying.
12-4 is crazy to me.
He's not lying because they're not playing. They don't play like they're 12-4.
Yeah,
like they've come up lucky a lot, and he's been playing really, really well. But they're not playing. Like,
they're not consistent very like this season. It's been a lot of up and down.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think eventually Jamal Murray gonna have to go. I just personally feel like in order for them to like hit that next level, because Jamal Murray is good, but he's not like a consistent good. And I feel like eventually he's gonna have to go, because if Jokic is going to be the person who's coming down facilitating the ball later on in the game, you need that consistent scorer. And as much as you want to say it's Jamal Murray, he does it too much in spurts where you're like, I can count on him for that in clutch time. Yes, he's had some clutch moments.
I feel like that's mostly in the like postseason that we see that from Jamal Murray. I don't feel like during the regular season we're like, we're asking ourselves, what is he doing? He's either hurt, he gives us 8 points here, then he'll have another game where he explodes, then he doesn't play very well, then he has another game. But in postseason, he's very consistent, but not through. I feel as though that Jokic shouldn't have to continuously, do this over. Miles, are you good over there, bro?
Bro, the whole light, man, tripping on me, bro. Trying to do it quietly.
Continuously have to go through, like, he doesn't give that team like, what if Jokic has a bad night?
Yeah.
Who's going to score?
Yeah.
I know we haven't really seen it, but it is a possibility.
Yeah. I just think, we're still, like I said, we're still early in the season. I think we're going to see a couple big trades this season before we're able to get that consistency of like who's going to be where. But right now, there's nobody who I'm looking in this league right now outside of the Pistons who won 12 in a row, who just like, man, they're scary. You know what I mean? I'm just not seeing it right now. So I think that's good. It can be interpreted as bad, but I think that's really good because it just means that the entire league right now is competitive and it's not as predictable as it has been over the past few years.
Which to me is great.
With this Pistons team, I just want to mention what we're seeing right now is crazy.
Talk about it.
A. Cunningham is averaging 27, 10, and 5. Mm-hmm. And Jalen Duren is meeting him with 21, 12, and 3 assists. Like, and these guys are like young. Like, this is a young team that still has a bunch of draft capital. They still have, some good pieces to trade. I think like the Detroit press is actually talking about the possibility of the front office being given the green light to go for a big trade still. And this is why they're sitting at 14-2. Like, that's crazy.
Second in the league in defensive rating. The perimeter defense that they have.
what's a good piece added to that though, right? Like you look at Cade, you look at Durham, like those two are staying.
Ivy's back.
Yeah, you got so. I'm trying to think if you talk about a trade, like you've given the green light, but it's like, what is their biggest hole right now? I mean, we're at 14-2.
14-2.
I mean, like, what do you say? Hey, go get a big trade. Like, what? We're looking really good right now. So
I feel like when Cade goes to the bench, they have some problems.
Okay.
A lot of turnovers are, being committed when he goes to the bench. Maybe someone who can handle the ball.
I like that. I'm not mad at that. So, do we have any names in mind?
I see over there, GM. I see over there, I see it. I see the light bulb going.
I've been thinking about a lot of different players.
Okay.
Only one player really comes to mind, and I don't see him landing there because they need a veteran presence. I think they also need an additional scorer. Mm-hmm. Because as good as Cade is, we also seen Cade go like 14 for 42.
Which is a true statement.
Perfect.
It is.
No exaggeration, guys.
The perfect piece that's missing from the Detroit Pistons, hear me out, is Devin Booker.
Wait, what?
Devin Booker. Devin Booker.
He's just
Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is a point guard who does everything. He does not have to be the leading scorer. I don't think a lot of times Cade wants to be the leading scorer, but it just comes with that. Adding somebody like Devin Booker, who can create his own shot on top of Jalen Duren, and then like you said, you got Ivy, but of course Ivy will probably end up having to be one of the pieces that goes.
Absolutely.
And also maybe some of their draft capital. I think a refresh for Devin Booker, sending him back home to Michigan. I think he's from Michigan. Sending him back home to Michigan. I think Devin Booker is the perfect piece. If Devin Booker goes to the Pistons with the way
you think he'll play defense right now, and he'll play defense.
I think he'll
and he'll play defense because I think that's what's really truly helping the Pistons is because they play defense.
I think he get a renewed passion for playing defense.
Okay,
I'm not saying he's going to be an all defensive player. But I do think that his offense on that team can improve the defense because of how fast he can get up the court, how quickly he can score, and what he can do. But I've been saying Devin Booker.
But let's be realistic though.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic though. Would they ever trade Devin Booker?
Would the Suns trade Devin Booker?
At this point, it should be considered, I think. Right, like he's been here forever.
I saw an article for some paper in Arizona that said Dylan Brooks was their most consistent shooter. I mean, their most consistent scorer. So you do with that what you will. I think it's garbage, but I think to a certain degree,
it sounds like garbage.
Yeah, I think to a certain degree that maybe
that was real.
That team, that Phoenix team is not winning the championship.
No,
Devin Booker's not getting to a championship. Point in time with that current team as it's made. Just go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Get them up out of there. Send them to Detroit, man. You know what I mean? I like the Detroit team. I think the Detroit team is great. I love the way that they're playing. Like they're perfect in so many ways, but they need a veteran who can score, and I think the perfect person to do that is Devin Booker. So.
I'm not mad at that piece. I think you may even want to get to something. I mean, I don't want to say like anything different because you don't want to give up defense for just scoring. You want to be able to get some defense back. I like the idea of the renewed passion. I want to say I don't know how realistic it is. I think Phoenix should definitely observe and be like, hey, like if we're not going to win this season, why are we keeping Devin here? And maybe we need to start rebuilding for the future, and that is getting up off of Devin's contract. So, it's fair. It's fair.
No top 10 player in the league right now, so you wouldn't do that.
It's doable now to get rid of him,
basically.
Okay, so tell me this: I think we talked about it. I want to mention CP3, obviously, and what he's got going on. I think we'll do that I'm gonna do it toward the end of the show because we've been retired. We've been retiring. I just want to make sure everybody knows the stats, what he brought to the 6-time steel champ, all the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about Steph. Let's talk about Steph. I mean,
I asked
feel like
the
we should get right
question
into it.
if he break the top
Thank
10
you,
because I know that our fellow Will here has a lot to say when it comes to that top 10 list and who should be on it. And I know that Curry's not on his top 10. So
Absolutely not.
give me your top 10, Will.
Not. Why?
I did. This is why
I get it.
Will, give me your top 10.
All right, in order. And I'll tell y'all where I struggled. In order: Mike, Bean, Brian, Kareem, Magic, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Larry Bird. The last two is where I struggled because it's Shaq and then it's Bill Russell. Now, here's the thing, right? Shaq is great. I don't like Shaq as much as everybody else. I'm gonna say that right now. I like Shaq, but Shaq's dominance was not as long as everybody likes to perceive that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq's dominance in the 4 rings that he got, outside of maybe one, are contributed to the fact that he had great guards who ended up being his equals at the point in time when they won. By the time they got to their second championship, when they beat my Sixers, they were basically about close. Like, yeah, Shaq dominated, but he was doing that against the Dikembe Mutombo and Matt Geiger. So I'm not going back and forth with y'all about that. And then Bill Russell, you can't ignore, even though it was a smaller game, a smaller team, whatever, you can't ignore his dominance over the period of time that he had it and what he did on both sides of the ball. So that's my top 10. I like Steph. Steph is in that next 5. Mm-hmm. Steph is probably 11, maybe 12, but he's not top 10. He's not the best point guard ever. He's maybe 3rd there. And as far as point guards, I got him behind Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas. Because as much as I like Steph, as great as I think he was, we're talking point guards. We're not just talking guards in general. We're talking point guards. If we put Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry on the same floor with those two teams, Isaiah Thomas is probably dominating even more because of how physical he got.
True.
So, you take that for what it is. Y'all be talking crazy. He ain't even wearing Under Armour no more. So I ain't.
So, but you got 11, 12. He's in the next 5 for sure. Is he in the next?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. He's in the next. He's probably in the next 1 to 3.
Okay.
He's not 14 to 15 for sure.
No.
So
he's in the next 1 to 3.
So at the end of the day, that's. I mean, he can't do much more. I mean, there's is another chip put him in a 10 or like over.
If he wins another chip and he's the dominant person on that team, I'd remove Shaq.
Right.
I like it. So Hakeem stays in the top 10. Nope.
Let me tell you something.
He was so dominant though.
The Hakeem Olajuwon disrespect that they try to put out there. Hakeem Olajuwon is the number 2 greatest center of all time. And if I'm being honest, Moses Malone is in that top 5 too, but that's not a conversation y'all want to have because Moses dominated your favorite center's favorite center. Hakeem Olajuwon is number 2. The reason why Hakeem Olajuwon is not number 1 is because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won on every level and dominated on every level.
Yeah.
And Hakeem did more with less.
Yeah.
If you give Hakeem those Lakers teams, they probably win like 5 or 6 chips because Hakeem is going to dominate on both ends of the floor and not just offensively.
So for you, but Shaq can be removed from that top 10.
Shaq can be removed from the top 10.
And is it just because he didn't hold that dominancy for longevity?
That's the only reason. Is because like Shaq's dominance comes from the fact that like he was bigger than everybody else.
That's a fact.
I
see Mad Max tell that story. It's hilarious.
But once people figured out how to play Shaq, and then you had people like Hakeem who would literally show up and just give him the business, it's just not there. But you can't. The thing about it is, and I know people will take it negative. You can't ignore what Shaq did for the game and his dominance to the game. I just don't place him as high as other people.
Impact was big.
Yeah. Now, if we did something off Impact, Shaq is top 5. If it was off Impact, Shaq is top 5, because then you'd have Allen Iverson up there too. But that Impact is different. We're not talking about Impact. We're talking about straight buckets, what they did on the court. And you again, y'all notice who was my top 2? Because the being disrespect is going to stop.
It's going to stop.
Listen, y'all can love LeBron all y'all want to. LeBron can never be anything but number 3 for me.
That's fine.
The being disrespect going to stop, bro. You have to see me. Especially
when you want me to come to
Nick Wright with the nose. They be constantly changing the goalposts all the time. Because if Bean was alive, bro, he would probably come up to them places to come see y'all. Y'all wouldn't be saying that if Bean was alive. They really try to make it seem. I've seen somebody say.
So I have a question. What's disrespect? Because he's like what?
So here's the thing. They be like, "Oh, Kobe wasn't as great as everybody says he wasn't." Well, if he wasn't as great, why did he dominate during the time that everybody says LeBron was dominating? Which was the truth. Dwayne Wade has come out and said this is like one of Bron's best friends. He's come out and said it. Multiple people have come out and said it. The only people who are saying that Kobe was not as great as he was are media people. And it's the same media people over time. Even the players who played at that point in time are telling you the same thing. The only person in this league the greatest person ever to play this game is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Second is Kobe Bean Bryant from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Lower Merion, whatever you want to say, he's born from Philly. You know what I'm saying? I like Brian. It's not a hit on Brian, but Brian is not number 2. He's not going to be number 2. Respectfully, you cannot be. You know what?
Well, for my list, it goes LeBron, Kareem, Michael, Magic, Kobe.
Yeah, Mike at 3 is wild. Didn't we have this? No, didn't we have this clip?
Yeah,
everybody always talk about how me and C are soulmates. This is why me and C can never be together.
Tim, Larry, Hakeem, Shaq, and Bill. I'm not gonna switch it up now. Like I'm always gonna stick to my list, so you can. So they can be like, "But she said 2 years ago." No.
Yeah. So this is my thing. What can change? We understand Bron. What changes?
No, we don't understand.
3 to 2.
No, you.
No. I want to know this, right?
We're not talking about.
Y'all have Bron number 1. How can you have the person number 1 who idolized the person at number 3? He based his whole game off of everything, even wore the man's number, even tried to wear his Olympic number, but he's better at 4 and 6.
So this is my thing.
So it's about rings.
What are you supposed to do?
When you get to go conversation, yes, sweetheart, it is about rings.
Okay, that's for you, and my goal is Bron, and that's never. No, for me. For me, we've had this conversation about why LeBron James is my goal. And so I'm never going to change that.
What is it about for you?
Because I feel like seeing LeBron James change my life. And we've said this. I've said this. You can go back and watch it. 2 years ago? You can see it on the TikTok clip. I'm not going to stay away from that.
I'm not, but I ain't asking you what changed your life.
You just asked me why he's at 1 for me.
Oh, no, what I'm asking you is, I'm not talking about your feelings.
I know.
What makes LeBron the GOAT?
Longevity.
Longevity makes him the GOAT? So that means
that's more because of his dominance, his longevity. He's a leading scorer. He has chips. He
has all that because of longevity. So does that mean that Vince Carter's top 5? Does that mean Kevin Willis is top 5?
But what if longevity though? Let's not just throw names out there that play long. Nobody played. I'm gonna answer your question to the names that you threw out, because you said, well, if they played long too. Vince and Kevin didn't do what LeBron did with the longevity. You still have to be dominant. He was a top 15 player in year 22. Like, what are we saying right now? That's
But that's what I said. He was
longevity.
dominant. He was longevity.
He didn't
He's the
dominate.
leading scorer.
But he's top
You
15.
can't tell me
But
the
look,
last year.
in year 22, he was a top 15 player. Was he not?
Yes.
He's a top 15 player in the league where nothing is based off.
Here we go.
Based off athleticism.
Come on, man. If you agree, that's fine.
My thing is, y'all see. Here's the thing, y'all.
But I said your list, right? You have him at what, 3? That's fine. I would have brought him like, why do you have the originator and the duplicator? I'm just saying, why when we speak about LeBron, you are talking about my list. This is my top 10. I gave you your time to talk about your top 10. And I didn't say to you, why do you have a player that's just like your number 1 at your number 2? I did not. I let you speak. I let you explain your list. Now this is my time, and because I have LeBron at number 1,
finish your list, Steve.
I did. She finished the list already. She finished the list, and I had a follow-up question. See, this is the thing that LeBron fans always
do. You did not say that. You said you have.
I did. You said your list.
But then, what did you say first before you asked your question? Where I placed LeBron. Thank you.
We let you get off, right? Then we let you get off.
Bro, because
you said, "Look, I'm not going.
I'm not quiet. Y'all do your thing."
This is what you did.
I got.
You know what you did? You know what you did? This is what you did. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you did. What you expected. You put Bron at 3, and you expected a rebuttal, and you didn't get one, so you gave your own reasonings. You said Bron ain't never gonna be 3. He never more than 3. We didn't ask for that. Give your top 10 and move on.
Let me ask you a question. When you brought this up, right? You also asked on TikTok the reason why. Is that not right?
But this is for Steph.
No. I don't need no extras after that. The question is,
this the whole
question, and you asked me why, correct?
Why Steph? Not Bron.
This is not about LeBron. This question I asked with Steph Curry having that game, does this make him peak top 10?
The difference between us Jordan fans and y'all LeBron fans.
This is not about LeBron, and this is the problem that every episode turns into. It's not about LeBron. This was to see if LeBron. This conversation is to see if Steph Curry is on the. It has nothing to do with reasoning why you want to talk about LeBron being on my number 1. I asked you. I said his dominance, his longevity, his points. I've asked you, and you gave me 3 players that we're not even talking about. This list is not about LeBron. This is about Steph Curry, and if he peaks a number 10. No.
Why are you so
Because you try to come at my list and I let you speak.
You want to argue.
I don't want to argue. I really don't.
It's official. Will likes to bring up LeBron. Exactly.
Thank you. Because this was not about LeBron. This is about Steph Curry. It's top 10.
If you bring up a top 10 list, be able to defend it. If you can't defend it,
I did, and I answered you. You just didn't listen. It's not what you. Yes, I did. I said longevity dominant. He's a leading scorer. No, Miles stepped into the players that you named. I put out the word longevity. Remember, because you asked me a question after it. Yeah. And then you said, why longevity? It's okay, because we're going to run back. I'm going to make sure I clip it. And then I'm going to do a whole video on TikTok for you and tag you. So, Will, you going to give us your list?
Like Mike, if I could be like...
me.
And if I could be like LBJ. Go ahead.
He didn't even get up to have his own song. So stop it.
Yeah. No.
Go to your trash list. Y'all just know I'm back this week. And y'all talked that nonsense last week, so now defend it.
It's always okay. But there was nothing. I proposed a question, and I said to you and the audience to have their top 10 players. And if Steph Curry peaks the top 10.
On the debate show, Sugar Plum, what are you expecting?
I did want to be an attorney.
What's that last comment from Sean Wilkins, producer?
Hi, Sean.
I like people tapping in. But top 10, yeah. So the good thing about these lists is Steph is coming in consistently around 11, 12.
That's what he's saying, mine, 11.
13. He's 11 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I ran through mine, it'd be Bron, Mike, Kobe, Kareem, Tim Duncan, Magic, Larry, Shaq, Bill, Hakeem. Steph is 11. So I think where I struggled most was that 7 to 10 because it's like because you have Shaq, you have Hakeem. I mean, I feel like Bill Russell doesn't get the same respect that he did. I mean, winning 11 times is crazy, and I think he deserves to be top 10. Like, I think it's hard not to put him there, even with whatever rebuttal you want to come with. It was a smaller league. It was only this amount of teams. Like, whatever it is, he won 11 times, and he did it in dominant fashion. I think I do agree with you, Will, on the Shaq comment. I think if you put in the same work and the mindset that Kobe had, we don't see a three-peat. We might see 4 or 5. Like, I think it was different just in what he could have had more rings. You know what I mean? And I think the going to Miami and winning that was cool. But I mean, Dwayne to me was on another level in terms of like I wouldn't say I can't say Shaq rode his coattail because Dwayne was special in that finals.
When I send you photos, don't ignore. That was my
But
move today.
Steph to me, like, I think the one thing that I got argument today push back on Tim, having Tim so high. But for me, what Tim I have Tim at 5.
The greatest power forward of all time, there was pushback on that.
People was arguing with me, right? I ain't gonna lie to you.
Arguing, bro.
What puts Tim over because like, what about Magic? Because the only argument people maybe had was like, not before Magic and Bird. And I'm like, okay, look, I just gotta put this out here. If we're talking about a 5-time winner, what puts Tim over the top for me is a 15-time all NBA defense. Like that for me, I was like, 15 years is crazy to be all-time defense. And I think that puts you over Magic, that puts you over Larry. And I think after him I had Magic, Larry, Shaq, Bill, Hakeem, and Steph is right there. I kind of battled with having Steph in that 10 spot. But I think I said the same thing for you. Like, I think it could have been more dominance from Shaq. I think even Hakeem could have, even what he did, I think he could have got more, not dominance, but I think he could have won more. But that's team errors, timing, all types of stuff. But yeah, I mean, and just for the people out there, like for my LeBron fans, for my Mike fans, for my Bean fans, I don't have any argument with anybody who has those 3 in their top 3. In some mix them out. You got Mike, Kobe, Bron. You got Bron, Mike, Kobe. You got Kobe, Mike. I don't care. And those 3, like if Bron to me is not on Mount Rushmore for you, then I think we ain't even have no conversation. I think the only people that I would even take is going to be Mike and Kobe. I'm not talking about anybody else that I would put over Bron. But I think to answer your question, Will, and for the people out there, I'm like, why you got Bron number 1? For me, if I'm starting, I'm looking at the scalable player, the typical player. I'm gonna pick 6'8", 260 that does everything. That's just my mindset.
Hi, Mom.
The longevity piece for me, obviously, in year 22 being top 10, top 15. Even watching last year, I wasn't sure if he was gonna make All NBA, and then when he did, I was like, okay, this to me was just the dominance and longevity. Do I wish there was more rings? Do I wish there wasn't the 6 on his records? Of course not, right? When you go up against Kevin and the Warriors, I think the one blemish for me, he could have been way better in that Dallas series. Dallas plays a heck of a team. Don't get me wrong, because I know Mark Cuban, he pushes back on that. Like, why people say that? Like, we played it great. It's like, yeah, but we knew it should have happened, and it didn't. So I like it, man. I like it. I mean, obviously, we spent a lot of time here, which we said we were last week. But look, if you're in the comments, you're watching.
Don't be ignoring me.
If it gets clipped, who?
Will.
Oh, if this gets clipped later, make sure we talk about. We already had the conversation on TikTok about going. Is Steph cracking that top 10?
I'm gonna make an announcement.
He is 11 for me. See who is he 11 for you?
Steph, yeah.
11, and then Will, I think you said 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think, and Jew, wherever you at, bro, send it in, text it in. We'll get Jew to give his.
He's gonna be so happy. He's gonna be so proud of me.
I love it, man.
Because I was him tonight.
Okay. Oh, so you agree it's nonsense. Okay,
No,
well, I
I
mean, as
didn't
long
say
as we
that.
know,
I said it. I was him tonight.
as long as we
I
know
did
it's
not say
nonsense,
that. Thanks for
fine.
putting. I did not say that.
As long as we know it's
Yeah.
nonsense, it's fine.
It's
I'm
not
cool with that.
nonsense. Better
I
passer,
got you.
scorer,
You just
dominant,
admitted it.
longevity. I did not. Those are your words. I said I was him tonight.
Your longevity is nothing if somebody did more than you in 15 years. So whatever.
But that's not the only thing I'm saying. Continue to you stuck on
Let's
just
make sure.
bits and pieces.
Let's make it happen. Look, I think it'd be a great conversation after the show. Matter of fact, why
I'm
don't we
going to
just
bed after the show. I don't want to talk to you after
he
the show
should
the way
do
y'all
what
talking
you
to
should do
I'm gonna call
is
him
y'all should FaceTime.
because I really got to
us,
talk to
and
him.
We'll just record the conversation. But
I
let's talk
do got
about
to talk to him though. So I'm
talk to
calling him.
me. Talk to me about Liberty getting the new coach. We had this argument in the chat earlier this week and talking about who was hired, and then the people that were not considered and weren't hired in favor of this coach. See, you're shaking your head with a stank look on your face. Talk to me about this hire for the New York Liberty and the new coaches they have.
I'm tired of these men. I really am, because all of us.
Let me ask you this
all of
before
a
you get
sudden,
into it. Does he have the resume to make something happen?
I don't know who that man is. There's your answer right there.
You can't.
I mean, I can give you what I read and what it looks good on paper. You know what I'm saying? I know he was part of, the Warriors. I understand that and what type of dominancy they have.
That's a dynasty.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But you let go of your winningest coach that won you a championship.
Yeah.
A year later.
Are we looking at
bringing in a man,
the Dwayne Casey treatment
to come into, and I'm not discrediting because I'm not taking away what you did as a coach, but there's so many other qualified women that are representation of the players that are playing in the league now. But you want to bring a man?
Give me.
That's what I just have my problem.
Give me your top 3 women coaches that you would have picked instead of this coach. Matter of fact, why am I having his name? I'm sorry.
Jose.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So
No,
give me
that's
the 3
his name, right?
coaches.
Jose?
Yes.
I would love to see Brianne January a coach. She's assistant coach for the Indiana Fever. There's still coaches that don't. I would love to see Teresa Weatherspoon have another shot. There's Noelle Quinn. I just think that's 3, but there's still other coaches that are Lisa Leslie tried for a position. They didn't give her a job. Like, there's just so many things, and she was dominant, one of the greats in the WNBA league. So there's just so many other directions to say new vision and new era. It's just really hard because every team is stacking to beat the Las Vegas Aces. And I'll never forget what Becky said, as far as the franchise believing in her, that it's not easy to win over and over and over and build for what you want to see. So if this guy comes in after 3 years and he doesn't give you a championship, you're going to let him go too?
Chris DeMarco. So the name is Chris DeMarco from the Warriors. So this is my thing. And I'll let you get to it after this. For me, assistant coach for Indiana Fever. I don't know what her name was. I apologize.
Brianne January.
What would say she needs to be the head coach of a team like the New York Liberty coming off of a championship in the last 2 years? Tell me that. And this is just me thinking from if I'm the front office in New York, do I want what they got? Say,
but my thing is what direction are you going in? If you let go your winningest coach that your franchise had,
did you see? Did we watch
that
last year?
Yeah, they were had so many injuries.
Yeah, I agree.
So many, and they played that really was hooping Benijah Laney in that last championship.
Yeah,
John Quell Jones was out for some time.
Yeah. I often look at coaches and I judge how good they coach by how they coach what they have. And when I looked at not having your top heavy Brianna, Jonquel, Sabrina, life is easy. Life is easy when you have 3 top 15 players, top 12
But
players.
my thing is you made it to the playoffs because you lost in the first round without your top players to the Minnesota Lynx. Come on. That's like you can't not say she didn't coach what she had because she made it to the playoffs. With a team that wasn't fully healthy, you want her to beat the number one team in the league.
No, she wasn't gonna beat Minnesota.
But do you feel me? Do you feel me?
She wasn't gonna beat Minnesota. That's what it is. What you got, Will?
I think the WNBA has a problem. Probably need a full refresh. Kathy can't get it right. Adam Silver is holding the puppet hands for Kathy, so there's an extension of the NBA right there. Then you look at the coaching, and you look at the lack of women who are coaching in a league filled with women who need more women in it. You really can't justify this coaching because it's not like he comes from a major tree. Outside of being an assistant for the Warriors for over 13 years, he coached I think the Bahamas national team, and respectfully, they weren't successful. So it's not like you're bringing in this top tier coach who
is Steve Kerr a tree? Is Steve Kerr not a tree of the branch of Pop? And then what? Like, you gotta give some credit.
Pop is a tree.
Yeah,
Kerr is a branch. Kerr's branches ain't really proven to be sturdy after they. I mean, we're being honest. I just can't with so many great coaches available, great women coaches available. It's hard for me to justify this for a top team in the WNBA to not do more. We saw what happened with Dallas when they bought in Chris, and Chris didn't do anything. He barely did anything in Unrivaled. And it's like, what are we doing? If the goal is to bring in more women's empowerment and to further the women's game, why are we not looking to great women coaches or former NBA players who we know can coach instead? So this to me was a complete miss of a hire, especially when you look at it. Like, it's like a LinkedIn profile. If you go on his LinkedIn profile, it ain't enough there for you to justify him being the head coach of a team that's 1 year removed from a championship. But there's a bunch of other women out there who have that, and it's no knock on him. It's no knock on him. It's a knock on the hiring process because he's not the only questionable hire that we've seen this offseason or these past two off seasons. There's a lot of women on these sidelines who deserve these opportunities who are not getting them, and it's not justified. And we're not seeing these women being as qualified until these men go out here and they completely fail at the job, or they're completely missing what the culture is supposed to be. So for me, this is disappointing considering the fact of how great the New York Liberty organization has been over the years, because I didn't think Sandy should have been fired anyway, considering everything that she went through. And like C said, what she did with it. So for me, it's a no. Like you really can't go and look at his accolades and be like, oh yeah, he's very deserving of this. I mean, it's no knock, but when you consider everything that's out there and everyone that's out there, no. And I would want to know what he did exactly. I think this is ultimately going to be. I think this.
I like that question, Miles.
I think this is ultimately going to come up when it's time to like actually re-sign to Breonna Stewart. Like,
yeah,
it's not going to go well.
So the question to me is, I think it's fair to ask when we're looking at the WNBA. You know what? Not even the WNBA. Specifically because I think what is going unnoticed to me is the front office of New York Liberty. The question, because it begs the question: one, after having a 9-0 start last year, before injuries hit to all their 3 stars, right, and then you lose to the number 1 team in the league. The question to me is something was lost last season. It had to be, right? Like, it feels like maybe the coach loses, morale with the players or does something crazy behind closed doors. Because just to your point, see, how does it make sense that a coach that didn't have a really great hand after that start that they had, right? So I can agree with this no matter my bias. There's a bunch of great professional ladies that deserve an opportunity. Shout out to that for sure. And I think that's what we're looking at. I mean, I think Christy Tolliver was mentioned.
Hello.
In the interview process.
And didn't she coach with
She's
I
at,
know
she's
she's
at
a
Phoenix.
person. No, I know, but wasn't she with the man's team as well?
I believe so. Yes, I think.
Yes.
Where did I see it? She's a former WNBA champion herself. Yeah. So,
But the thing to your statement though, Miles, is when
Oh
they
yeah.
asked Brianna and who else did they ask? Sabrina. They asked Brianna and Sabrina about Sandy coming back. And Brianna and Sandy was like, there's no question. So I don't think she lost the locker room. I think it's a matter of the GM possibly in the front office feeling like he wants to
Said
make
he wants a
make a
new
change.
direction. That's what it was. They wanted a new direction. It was nothing that she did. It wasn't. They wanted a new direction for New York Liberty.
So obviously you asked the question: what did the GM see? What did they like? What did they feel like they were missing from Sandy? Because at full strength, they started to see the 9-0. So it's like, okay, obviously they're going to try to do the same thing.
Even if we had a healthy Stewie, a healthy JJ,
Yeah,
a healthy Saab, I truly don't believe they were the same team from the championship team because they're missing another key piece, and that's in Benijah Laney Hamilton. And she was out coming into the season. She was going to be out all season regardless. So coming in, they did have that early start. They weren't fully healthy. And I think after one major injury, another major injury, and then it's like you have to switch your lineup. You got to make adjustments. Does that lineup work? Does this lineup? Then the whole the FIBA, they had some players that have not came back with. So it's just like a lot of different things just happened to, hurt the Liberty last year. Well, this past year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Understood. Well, we'll see what happens this year with the New York Liberty and their new coach, Chris DeMarco, from the Golden State Warriors. Apparently, he's been there, went back from the Mark Jackson era in 2012. I think he's been there for the last 12 or 13 years. So,
is he like a scout? Is he like the scouting coach?
I don't know if he's not even. I'm pretty sure he's not even the head assistant. I'm not sure. But at the same time, you got to think about the assistant coaches of that team, and then the assistant coach that actually reached out about the job. Because Chris might just been on the one that's like, I mean, why not? Why not me? You know what I mean? I got 4 rings to my name. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, I think he has a lot of experience. I'll say that. Now, does that translate to the New York Liberty and what they have to offer, and them putting him over other candidates for the job? That's a question for another day. God bless it. Peace and love. See whatever they want to do it. Let's get to this NBA Cup update. And I want to make it quick because I want to do at least a couple would you rathers, only because I think it's really good clip stuff. It makes really good fun. And we're looking at, I mean, tons of comments on the last video we did where she was like, is he top 10 for real though? You know what I mean? Tell me, see, do you have, I mean, last week you was on your NBA Cup.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, I mean, it hasn't really. I mean, NBA Cup hasn't really changed. We haven't seen the games that it's coming down to. The game starts November 25th, November 26th, and November 28th. So it's not the same.
And all those group stage for Eastern Conference, you got Toronto leading Group A. Yeah. Detroit.
Yes, and then you have Detroit. Yep, and their point differential is 27.
Phoenix undefeated.
Yes, and so OKC and Minnesota are to play November 26th. The Battle of LA comes down to November 25th, and then Detroit is most likely to advance to the
and then Portland. Look at that. Portland leading Group C.
But that's why the NBA Cup standards are so hard to take serious for like of what they represent for the season, because the Raptors are 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the thing. I think what the same reason that you're saying I can't really look at it seriously is the reason they did it, because it's going to put spotlight on a team that would not otherwise have spotlight, like Toronto. I mean, for the rest of the season, this is it. You know what I mean? Think about Portland 2-1. This is it, bro. You don't get the cup. You oblivion and like. So I think what it does is it shines a light on those smaller market teams and gives everybody a chance, because all you got to win is a few games. All you got to is be hot that night, and then we'll talk. You know what I mean? So I think the players like it. Players are like, look, I want to beat you because I want to say I knocked you out of the NBA Cup. That's bragging rights. So
Well, no, I get that. I'm just saying I think people need to curb their thought process of seeing a team go 3-0 being like, oh, this is championship. And because you see that a lot. Like people basing the season off of the NBA Cup, and that's not
what
it is. It's just a matter of being, like you said, them getting up for the games and the games meaning more because you also want that bread.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. Well, I can't say it's the same thing in soccer because those teams dominate. it's
all the time.
Those teams
all the time.
Even group plays in the tournaments throughout the year, dominant teams.
So out
dominate.
of those,
is what it is.
So Detroit and Orlando play November 28th.
Okay.
The 26th, OKC and Mini, and the 25th is the Battle of LA. What's the best game? OKC and Mini or Orlando and Detroit?
I think Orlando and Detroit.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're both 2-0.
Because what Detroit's doing,
they're both 2-0.
I'm okay. I'm ready to see the Battle of LA too.
Yeah,
they're both 2-0 in Group B, but Detroit has a 27 point differential, and plus 25. It's only 7 difference between the two, because Orlando has plus.
So you got to
20.
win. Orlando, you got to win the game. You got to win the game.
And seeing like two
Homer,
like the young bigs, like seeing Paolo and Jalen go at it that's a treat in itself.
Need it.
Mm-hmm.
I need that.
Yes, and I want Battle of LA. They're both 2-0, and then LA is plus 19.
Yeah.
The liquor, yeah.
I'm the same way of seeing that. I want to see that, but I also want to see Luka knock out the Clippers. I'm really excited about I just like beating the Clippers. Like we had a long time, we just couldn't beat that team, even with like they just some point. So the Clippers come to town, they got to beat up on the Lakers. I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. All right, well let's get right to it, man. You already know what it's here for. Yeah, you know it. Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports. So would you rather? I just give me 2 good ones where we can have this conversation. Maybe 3 at best. But I need something where we could talk about. Will got something on his brain because he just and we got to look next week. Next week we will be introducing our new segment. I'm not going to share the name of it yet, but it is going to shine a light or a spotlight on NBA greats that maybe you just never heard of. Maybe you just didn't watch before 96. Maybe you didn't watch before 03 when Brown was. Who knows? But we're going to educate you. We're going to do that. I think Will's going to run that. But just make sure you come back next week. Appreciate it. But what you got, bro?
Okay.
He's
Would you rather have?
It's starting already.
Would you rather have 5 years of Shaq's dominance,
or
would you rather have 10 years of Steph Curry shooting, but you have his injuries to go with it?
That's great. I'm going 5. I'm going 5 Shaq.
Right, dominance.
Do you know?
Think about it.
For the folks out there who don't know, Steph Curry had to relearn how to move while playing basketball with the stuff that he got done off his ankle, bro. I'm not relearning basketball. I'm not relearning how to move around this court. I'm sorry.
I heard that is the worst injury ever.
It sucks. I have a bad Achilles right now. It's horrible.
I got real sciatica. I don't have that LeBron sciatica.
You know what?
I got that real sciatica, and it's the worst thing ever.
Not the real sciatica.
Yeah, it does hurt. It sucks. It's horrible.
Why? You know what? Let's bring one back up because I don't think I've posted or clipped it. Give reasoning for we got a comment say Curry all day, bro. Curry all day. Injuries and all. I'm taking it.
He's taking it. So curious. Put that name back because I gotta ask him. Put that name back. What's his name? Curious Carter?
No, Carlos. It was like Carlos.
Well, so you said Curry all day.
I don't care about none of that.
Is he in your top 10? Since you Curry all day, is he in your top 10? Is he in your top 10?
In all time, Carlos.
All time. No laugh.
He'll take a look at it. He's gonna see.
Okay.
Bring back the OKC conversation. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook over Shea, J-Dub, and I guess Chet. I'm sorry. But because I can't remember what you were saying in the comments. Well, you was kind of adamant too.
They destroying that 2025 team.
Okay, so you're
going with
2012.
KD, Russ. He's going with you. He's going with you. I think me and Julius were the only ones that picked 2025.
The crazies, of course, the crazies. Because there's no way you're looking at that Durant, Harden, and Westbrook team being like, "Oh, they're not dominating." Like, come on.
And neither can James Harden.
Hey,
that's
look,
crazy.
I want y'all to know the guy that is commenting is one of my best friends and little brother, and he's a diehard Curry fan. So whatever he says, and he likes to troll too. So don't even
Prince.
Because he makes look. See, number one.
He said number one.
Curry's number one.
It's okay.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. All right. So we're all in agreement. 2012. Did you hit 2012 2025? See,
I said 25. He said he called me and Drew crazy.
Yeah, y'all said 25. We said 12.
And I said because you know.
Nah, I mean,
James Harden. My thing is okay. They went. They were up 3-1. Then they lost. Okay. Put 2025. You think they're gonna be up 3-1 and lose?
If we can be respectful, right? We can name the most memorable teams that young Kevin Durant OKC team lost to. You don't remember any memorable teams that this 2025 OKC team beat. Right. Because if we're being honest, had Holly not going down with that Achilles injury, they're probably not champions either.
I said you were right. Do you need me to say it in slow motion?
Didn't you? I want to say Ju said 2012. Because I remember specific arguing him saying like they went 7 games with the Pacers.
If he did, it would be a first for everything because we know Ju don't make good decisions.
I like it.
I miss him playing basketball so much.
You know it, man. Well, look, if you got anything, you have a would you rather start bench cut. You want? I'm not mad at that, Prince. We had them all at 11. Oh,
that's
hold on. I got to start bench cut for you. You ready?
Let's get it.
All right, start bench cut, and then we're gonna do Ju's erase from history.
That's crazy.
All right, you got Michael Jordan's 6-0 in the finals. You got LeBron's longevity
plus dominance.
No,
scoring, plus a better passer.
He was only dominant for like 4 seasons. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jordan's undefeated record in the finals, 6-0. You got LeBron's longevity. Okay. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's full career. Now we're talking high school, college, NBA. If you don't know, check it out.
Check it out.
And then finally, you have. We're gonna go Magic Johnson's career.
So Kareem, Magic, Bron, and then you say Mike 6-0.
Well, no, because we're going dominance.
Okay.
We're going Jordan's undefeated.
Okay.
Kareem's winning record.
Okay.
And Magic's early success, because you got to remember, Magic won very early.
Yeah, for sure. You won the first year then, right?
Right. So start, bench, cut, erase.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks. We're having a wonderful holiday. We love y'all.
That has to be answered. I wanted to put that out there. Go ahead and answer. And if you in the comments, make sure you answer also.
Where's Ju?
I think it's very hard to do anything over 6-0. It's very impressive.
That's crazy. We went to the 1-3.
I think it's gonna be really good. Really good. You know what it is, man. Shout out to Full 94 podcast.
That's what we doing.
TNV Sports, man. Y'all make sure y'all come back. Maybe we'll answer that question.
You're not gonna keep muting me, brother.
Maybe we'll answer that start bench cut next week. Make sure you got to be here to see that. So look, you already know what it is, man. The 494 podcast here at MTMV Sports. Make sure y'all tune in every Monday, 8:30. You want to talk basketball? That's where we're going to talk it at. I am Miles Austin, Sports Talk with C, Mr. Teddy Farrow, Ju_Chasing Dreams, and 494 podcast on everything at 494 podcast. You want to support? Put a $ sign in front of there on the Cash App. Full 94 podcast. Much love. Y'all be easy. Stay relevant out there.
Hey guys, it's your girl C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you see and you want more exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.